Good morning children, how are you all? Today's class we will see one interesting topic in physics for grade 8. Okay, before going to see the lesson, we will do one activity related to the topic. Okay, keep your hands like this and rub your hands fast, very fast. Rub your hands like this. What you can feel? We can feel the heat now. Why the heat is produced? The heat is produced because of a frictional force. Okay. So today's class we will discuss about a topic friction. What is the name of the topic? It is friction. Okay. See, force of friction. It is our topic. Chapter 12 in physics. See, do one activity. Take a book and you have to push a book on a table. What will happen? After some time it stops. Why? Because of frictional force. See, when we push a book on a table, it stops after moving some time. Next, see, now push the book from the opposite direction. What will happen? Again the book stops after moving certain distance, isn't it? Why does the book stop moving in the two cases? The reason is because of frictional force. See, a friction acting on to the left, this is the book, a force pushing book to the right. So what is the definition for friction? A force of friction is an opposing force that comes into action when one body actually moves, slides or rolls or even tries to move over the surface of another body. So friction is a force. What is the role of friction? It opposes the motion. So the friction is an opposing force. Okay. And the next one. See, in the first case when we push the book, the frictional force acts in the opposite direction. So frictional force always acts in the opposite direction. It opposes the motion of an object. Okay. And the next one. Some important notes on force of friction. See, the frictional force opposes the relative motion between the two objects. So what is the first one? It opposes the relative motion. And the second one, it acts in the direction opposite to the direction of the motion. And the third one, it tends to prevent a stationary object from moving. And the fourth one, it is a contact force. So frictional force is a contact force. When we can feel the frictional force when the two objects are in contact. Okay. And the next one. See, what are the factors affecting friction? We already know that what is called friction. It is a force. It actually opposes the motion of an object. Next topic is what factors affecting friction. There are two main factors affecting the friction. What are the two factors now? The first one is the roughness and smooth surface. Okay, the first factor is rough or smooth surface. And the second one, weight of an object. Weight of an object. So these are the two main factors that are affecting the friction. Okay. In the rough surface, the friction is more, and in the smooth surface, the friction is less. See. Let us see one video about the factors affecting the friction. See the video, children.
Friction force is generated when two surfaces move or try to move across each other. The amount of friction produced depends on the texture of both the surfaces and the amount of contact force that is pushing the two surfaces together. The force of friction acts in the direction opposite to the direction of motion of the object. On a slanted glass top table, a small rectangular rubber pad experiences more friction than a coin, which will experience more friction than an ice cube. contact with the ground due to moving water.
So the rough surface and smooth surfaces causes or affecting the force of friction. And the next one, see the activity. It is an inclined plane. Okay. And this is a plywood. This surface is smooth surface. When a ball is trying to move on an inclined plane in the smooth surface, it moves faster. See the next one. Same here also, it is an inclined plane, and here it is a wrinkled cloth piece. So it is a rough surface. So what will happen when a ball tries to move in an inclined plane? After reaching this wrinkled cloth piece, the motion of the ball becomes down. Why? Because it is a rough surface. So from this activity, it is clear that the frictional force is more on rough surface and the frictional force is less on smooth surface. Okay. The next one. See, this is the plywood, this smooth surface. So the ball moves faster. See the second one, it is wrinkled cloth piece, it is a rough surface. In this, the movement of the ball is less compared to smooth surface. Okay. And the next one. What is the next factor that affecting the frictional force? We already know that the first factor affecting the frictional force is smooth or rough surface, and the second is weight of an object. See, friction also depends upon the weight of the object. Look at the picture. See, this is W1, that is a weight of an object 1, and this is W2, the weight of an object 2. Okay. Here the frictional force is more if the two surfaces are pressed harder. Hence it is difficult to move the heavier box than lighter weight box. Which one is easy to pull or push the box? Heavier box or lighter box? A lighter box only we can push it easily. Okay. So the frictional force is more if the two surfaces are pressed harder. Hence it is difficult to move the heavier box than the lightweight box. Okay. And the next one. What are the causes of friction? How friction is caused or how friction is produced? See. See, this is an object 1 and this is an object 2. We already know that friction is a contact force. See, an object 1 and 2 have some irregularities. So the irregularities between the surfaces causes the friction. So which one causes the friction? The irregularities between the object causes the friction. Okay. See, whether smooth or rough surface, both of them have large number of minute irregularities between them. See, this is the irregularities between two objects. See, this is object 1 and this is object 2. Okay. So these irregularities between the object causes frictional force. So what is the cause of friction? It is irregularities between an object. Okay. And the next one. See, irregularities on the two surfaces lock into one another. See, this is the irregularities between the two objects. It lock one another due to the frictional force. See, some important notes about frictional force. Friction depends on the roughness between the two surfaces in contact. So frictional force is a contact force. That is the irregularities on the surfaces. The irregularities between the surfaces only causes frictional force. When we attempt to move one surface over another, we have to overcome the interlocking. There are large number of irregularities Friction also depends on how hard the two surfaces are pressed together. If the weight of the body is more, the interlocking are pressed harder. So it is very difficult to move a heavier box. Thus large force is required to break the interlocking. So we have to, if we want to move a heavy box now, we have to put more force. Okay. Hence force of friction also depends on the weight of the body. Okay. The next one. See, look at the picture. It is easy to pull without the steel ball. When a heavy steel ball is kept on the mat, it is difficult to pull the mat as now the two forces are pressed harder. Okay. The next one. Before going to see the types of friction, we will do one activity related to the force. We already know that what are the types of force. We know gravitational force, frictional force, then magnetic force, muscular force, etc. Okay. Now we will do one activity related to electrostatic force. Okay. To do this activity, we need one balloon. We need one balloon and we need some small pieces of paper. So to do this activity, we need one balloon, a small pieces of paper and a cloth. Okay. What we can do is first to blow the balloon and you have to rub the balloon with the cloth. Okay. Up to 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. When you bring the balloon near to this small pieces of paper after rubbing with cloth, it will stick up with the balloon. Due to what force? Due to electrostatic force. Okay. You can do this activity in your home. Okay. So what is the type of force here? It is the electrostatic force. Okay. And the next topic is types of friction. What is the next topic? Types of friction. See. There are mainly two types of friction. One is static friction and the another one is kinetic friction. In this, the kinetic friction is divided into further sliding friction and rolling friction. So these are other types of friction. What is called static? Static means there is no movement. The object is in rest now, that is called static. What is called kinetic? Kinetic resembles a motion. Okay, in this a body moves from one place to another. So that is called kinetic friction. This kinetic friction is further divided into sliding friction and rolling friction. Okay. See the first one, static friction. See what is called static friction. This static friction keeps an object at rest. So there is no movement. So the opposite force that comes into action when one body takes to move over the surface of another, but the actual motion here has yet not been started is known as static friction. So there is no movement at all. So the body is at rest in the static friction. And the next one, see an example. Here, this is the static friction between shoes and the floor. See, this is the action force women push on block. Here a woman try to push a block. This is a reaction force block push women back. Okay. So in the absence of friction, the woman slides back due to the reaction force acting on her, but the static friction prevents her for sliding. So what is the example of this? This is an example of static friction. And the next one. Some facts about static friction. See, static friction is self-adjusting. We can adjust the static friction. If we increase the applied force, frictional force also increases and the body continues to remain at rest. As we further increase the applied force, the force of static friction also increases till it attains a when the object is in motion, the force of friction that comes into play is called the kinetic friction. The kinetic friction is always less than the static friction. We already know that the kinetic friction is divided into two. One is sliding friction and the other one is rolling friction. See, what is called sliding friction? Sliding friction is the opposing force that comes into play when one body actually slides over the surface of the another body. So this is an example of sliding friction. See, sliding friction is slightly smaller than static friction. Why? Since the regularities do not get enough time to interlock, sliding friction developed during the motion of the box is less than the static friction developed when the box is trying to stop the motion. Okay, so the sliding friction is always less than the static friction. And the next one, rolling friction. It is a type of kinetic friction. See, when a round-shaped body such as wheel, disc or cylinder rolls over a flat surface, the frictional force that comes into play is in the form of rolling friction. See, this is an example of rolling friction. The next one, rolling friction reduces friction. It is easier to roll than to slide a body over another. Sliding is replaced in most machines by rolling by the use of ball bearings. This is due to the same reason that luggage with wheels are more convenient to carry as wheels reduces friction. Did you see the luggages, the bags are carried with wheels, no? Why? Because to reduce the friction. Okay. The next one, friction a necessary evil. That is how friction are useful in our day-to-day life. Let us see on video about useful of friction. See the video, children.
In our daily life, friction plays a vital role. One can walk because ground offers friction. In the case of a slippery surface, walking becomes almost impossible due to inadequate friction. The person may slip and trip over because of the less friction. Thus, friction is necessary even for a simple task like walking. Similarly, when car runs on the road, the treads of the wheel provide grip due to the friction between road and tires. When car stops, the brakes work due to the friction between brake disc and rim of the tire. Mostly, the part of machines are held together by nut and bolt. The friction between the nut and bolt enable the holding of different parts of machine. While making furniture, carpenters use sandpaper to rub the wood for smooth texture of the wood. It is possible because of the friction between the sandpaper and the wood. Despite the fact that the friction is very important, it also has some disadvantages. Friction opposes the relative motion between the two bodies in contact. Thus, extra energy has to be spent in overcoming friction, which involves unnecessary expenses of energy. Thus, engines of automobiles consume more fuel, which is a loss of money. The friction causes wear and tear in the parts of the machinery and reduces the life of the machine. It also produces heat and noise in the machines. Hence, we can conclude that friction is a necessity as well as an evil.
So friction helps us to walk. Without friction, there is no friction, we will fall down. The next topic is fluid friction. It is a type of friction. In general, matter is made up of three particles: liquid and gas. So what is called fluid? The gas and liquid particles are named as fluid. Okay. So now we will discuss about fluid friction. See, an aircraft experiences air drag. What is called drag? A drag is nothing but a friction force exerted by a fluids are called drag. That is a liquid and gas. So an aircraft experiences air drag. The frictional force of an object in a fluid depends on its speed with respect to the fluid. Okay. And the fluid friction depends upon the nature of the fluid. Fluid it comprises of gases and liquids. And the second one it depends on the speed of an object. And the third one it depends on the shape of the object. Okay, and the next one. How we can reduce fluid friction? What are all the ways to reduce fluid friction? See, as the object move through fluids, they have to overcome frictional force. So efforts are made to do this for which energy is needed. To minimize friction in fluids, the objects and vehicles are given special sails. So with the help of these sails, they can reduce the fluid friction. Okay. The next one. See, birds and fishes have natural shape and reduce fluid friction. This helps birds to fly in the air. Okay. And airplanes and birds have similar shape. Air resistance is due to the friction between air and the body moving through it. Okay. The next one. See, airplanes and cars have streamlined. So that they experiences lesser air resistance and move more efficiency. That's all, children. So today's class we discussed so far the friction and the types of friction. We will I will send the worksheet today. You have to complete the worksheet. Within that you have to do the activity and send the video to the group. Okay, children. Thank you, children. We will meet in the next class.